What's up, everybody? It's your man right here, the one, the only, that beautiful Rhode Island Red Rooster, one of the original road warlords, and as always, bringing you the knowledge and dropping the science in this industry of what we call trucking. Okay, I'm doing this particular article because I found it interesting. It's in the Trucker newspaper. That's the free publication that's at most TA truck stops. When you walk in, you know, this is what it looks like here, and this is the January 1st to the 14th of 2008, and the article I'm reading is on page 7, which states the FMCSA wants approval to do a survey on safety of long CMV driver commutes. All right. Now, we already know that we're in the mandate now and stuff where everybody has to run electronic logs that are that drives a commercial motor vehicle. Now, this survey is to study, again, the commutes that a person that has a commercial driver's license. And what I believe, you know, based upon this survey right here and stuff, they're trying to either do one or two things. Either limit how far a person with a commercial motor vehicle license can commute, or either, if you are going to do the commuting, that you're going to have to start logging. You're going to have to start logging as drive time, even though it's in your personal vehicle. All right. So let's get into it. It states the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration, the FMCSA, is seeking approval from the Office of Management and Budget for a survey about the amount of time a commercial vehicle operator should be allowed to commute to work. The issue of commute time came to the forefront in June 2014 when Kevin Roper slammed into the rear of a limo carrying comedian Tracy Morgan. The crash killed comedian James McNair and seriously injured Morgan and others. Morgan, a former 30 Rock and Saturday Night Live star, suffered brain trauma, broken ribs, and a broken leg. A report by federal transportation safety investigators say Roper was traveling 65 miles an hour in the 60 seconds before he slammed into the limo van. The speed limit on the stretch of the New Jersey Turnpike is 55 and was lowered to 45 miles an hour that night because of construction. The NTSB investigation concluded in August that Roper hadn't slept in the 28 hours before the crash. Roper lived in Georgia but was based out of Delaware. Officials said he spent a portion of the 28 hours commuting from Georgia to Delaware to pick up his load. The FMCSA is proposing a survey to inquire about drivers' commuting practices to fulfill Section 5515 of the Fixing American Surface Transportation Act of 2005, better known as FAST Act. Section 5515 of the FAST Act requires FMCSA to conduct a study on the safety effects of motor carrier operators commuting exceeding 150 minutes. The agency is proposing to receive comments on the proposal on or before January 26, 2018. The survey would include the number and percentage of drivers who commute, the distance traveled, time zones crossed, time spent commuting, and methods of transportation used. Research on the impact of excessive commuting on safety and commercial motor vehicle driver fatigue, and the commuting practices of commercial motor vehicle drivers and policies of motor carriers. The administrator will submit a report to Congress containing the findings of the study. The FMCSA said that the survey would require a one-time response per commercial vehicle operator with an estimate total of 500 respondees, 250 each from freight drivers and passenger bus drivers. In its request, the agency noted that in the 2 decades as the number of workers have increased and the distance to affordable housing has also increased, In number of metropolitan areas, commute times have increased in the United States. According to 2005 Urban Mobile Scorecard, travel delays because of congestion caused drivers to waste more than 3 billion gallons of fuel, keeping travelers stuck in their cars for nearly 7 billion extra hours, 42 hours per rush hour commuter. The FMCSA said that the objective of the proposed survey would be to learn about the following CMV driver characteristics: work history, commuting time, transportation mode, and recording of that time, driving schedules, rest and breaks, miles driven annually, and demographics. The FMCSA said long commute times can adversely affect CMV drivers in multiple ways. The agency cited 2 examples. Example 1, compromising off-duty time. Long commute times can reduce a driver's ability off-duty time for sleep and personal activities. This can lead to excessive fatigue while on duty, creating safety concerns for both the CMV driver and others on the road. And secondly, impacting drivers' health. A recent study was concluded that monitored 4,297 adults from 12 metropolitan Texas counties. In this region, 90% of people commuting to work. The study found that drivers who have long commute times were more likely to have poor cardiovascular health and be less physically fit. The study showed that people who commute long distance to work weigh more and are less physically active and have high blood pressure. All right. So, we read the article here and stuff, and so again, in my opinion, I think that they're trying to do either one or two things: either put a limit on the distances and stuff that you commute back and forth to work, if you got a commercial drive license, or either B, everything that you do, regardless of what you drive, whether it be your truck or whether it be your car, they want you logging it, because it seems to me like everything that you do now and stuff is going to be impacting you and stuff, as far as you as far as what you do for work, anytime that you drive and stuff, because again, it's talking about commuting. And so when you look at a lot of major cities and stuff like that, I mean, when you go home, a lot of times you got to leave your truck. A lot of people don't have the luxury of bringing their truck and trailer home and stuff. They got to either leave it at a truck stop or at a terminal or something like that. And then you got to drive. And I mean, they're just taking this into consideration and stuff. And so I've always said and stuff, you gotta have better trip planning. You gotta have better trip planning and stuff, and but that just don't seem to be the case. Is that, I mean, to me, they talking about your commuting and stuff is affecting your on-duty time, and then now they putting a health factor in there and stuff, saying that people that have long commute times and stuff are gonna be weighing more and stuff and doing less. So that's just something to be looking at and stuff in the 2018 be looking at this year and stuff, because again, I think what they're gonna be implementing is they're gonna be implementing the fact that you're gonna have to start logging your drive time and stuff, even if you're not in a commercial vehicle. So I'll go ahead and end it on that note. Tell me what you think. Leave the comments down there on the bottom portion of the section. My contact information is up here on the page and stuff. I just say, if you do contact me, let it be about the industry, and I'll try to help you out as much as possible. And with that, this your man right here, the one, the only, that beautiful Rhode Island Red Rooster, telling you as always, continue to do your research, fact find, and studies. Honest on your skills every day. Till next time we talk, next time we meet, be safe, be easy, and peace out.